Hi Gemini, Scottish Gypsy here to do your fortnightly tarot and oracle reading. I've just been quietly pre-shuffling the oracles and the tarot, and the card that came out said, show your support. At the bottom of the deck was the card that said clear endeavor. I think someone might need you. I don't know what you do for work or if this is in the friendship or family sector, but I feel like someone needs your support. Clear endeavor says like focus, so I don't know if it's about you really committing to something. Quite interesting because we have the first quarter moon in Scorpio this week, which in moonology, it does really connect to show you your commitment is being tested. Okay, so I don't know if a friend really needs you, your partner really needs you, work really needs you, but I feel like you're needing clear endeavor and commitment to something and show your support. Now that's just what came through the pre-shuffle. I don't know what will come through the main reading, but some themes at the moment, I mentioned the first quarter moon in Scorpio, but we also have a lot of retrograde energy, Gemini, and that's really influencing the readings. I've just finished the water readings and it really did resonate and show up there. We have Mercury retrograde in Leo, so you might see me trip over my words a little bit because it really does impact communication. But we have other retrogrades going on. We have Saturn and Neptune retrograding in Aries, and we have Chiron retrograding in Aries as well. So there's a lot of reflection, and for a lot of you, you might be really thinking about the past. You could be thinking about past trauma, childhood. You could be thinking about your healing journey. How far have you come? Do you feel good about the healing work that you have committed to and where you're at on this spiritual journey in life? Or are there still some inner wounds? Is there still some healing to do? So, if I think about it, so we talked about the first quarter moon, and that can be about facing the shadow, whereas Chiron retrograding in Aries is about facing the wound. So those two themes really stood out for me when I was prepping for the reading today, facing the shadow and facing the wound. Okay. And also because Chiron's retrograding in Aries, it can be about deepening the call to transform emotional patterns, particularly around themes of courage or taking risks or taking the lead, but also personal boundaries. So yeah, maybe it's a time to reflect, think about this. We'll see what comes through the reading and if there's a link there. But without further ado, let's get on with it. Now, if you don't know, I just recently hit 100,000 subscribers at my 3-year anniversary on YouTube, and I just received the plaque. I did upload a little video of me unboxing it, doing my wee happy dance. I was over the moon, which you would have seen in that video. So just want to take a moment to say, there it is. Thank you, because without you, none of this would be possible. So keep subscribing, keep liking, keep commenting. We have a beautiful community growing on YouTube. 1212. Oh, so beautiful. 1212, there's a lot of synchronicity, kind of similar to 1111. 1212 really does connect to you being in alignment. There could be some new beginnings. Also, the twos can represent themes around relationships and partnerships. It just feels really nice here, Gemini. So if you start seeing 1212 a fair bit, you might really see that as confirmation of whatever is going to come through today. Without further ado, let's get on with that. Let me start with this deck. Gemini, there's an area of your life, though, that's unbalanced. Okay, so I want you to take a moment and think about your life. Maybe it's your habits. Is there any area that you're needing more balance or more moderation? Because at the bottom of the deck, you've got the card that says restore balance. It'll be interesting to see if we see temperance or the devil energy come through. Or even the justice card. That would really, for me, be an indication that there needs to be a strong focus on you moderating some area of you or your life. But you're needing to restore balance. Now, there could be a situation happening around you, okay, with the show your support and the clear endeavor, that your actions is what's bringing a situation to a good outcome or balanced outcome. One more, please, Gemini. Oh, we have a flipper. We have got howl with fierceness. Now, clear endeavor is determination. I am picking up on that. I don't know what's going to be happening in the next couple of weeks, but I feel like you're going to need to be empowered and strong in a situation. But I feel like it's clear endeavor and determination. Let's get one more, Gemini. Remember who you are. And even with the bottom of the deck, worship at the temple, very spiritual card. So I don't know if there is some area of your life that's maybe you've been in your shadow, how with Venus, right? Maybe someone's triggered you, or there's been a situation that's triggered you. This is about you, maybe reflecting, okay, and remembering who you truly are and what your values are. So that could be a theme as well. But let's see, we're going to get some more oracles before I pause. And it is next to fresh approach and shift your energy. Gemini, what I'm going to say, I personally, intuitively am leaning into the fact that you might be triggered, or if it's not happened yet, or it's already happened, where you connect with your shadow. In other words, you might respond with anger, fierceness. Now, I think that's a bit extreme, but it's like you could be triggered in a situation, or you might not be getting the outcome that you need. So maybe there's a different way to approach a person or a situation. They're saying take a pause and reflect, because I really feel like you'll connect with that, that deep knowing that a situation in your life needs a fresh approach. Let's see, Gemini. But either way, 12-12 is such a beautiful omen for you today. Now, even 12 reduces to 3, which is connected to growth and expansion. So new beginnings, growth and expansion, and really good in terms of partnerships and relationships. So very powerful. One more. Gemini, we have adventure. I believe, I'm not sure which of the water signs, they had be spontaneous and adventure come through. Okay, so a theme around you, maybe seeking adventure, needing to have more adventure, craving adventure. Let's see, first card, Gemini. Be in service. Holy guacamole. Gemini, you pull this card a lot. And I have seen in the comments, a lot of you are in service-based roles. I've told you before, my daughter Jordana works in child protection. So show your support, clear endeavor, and be in service would be very much, if she was watching this, connecting to what she does for work. And she does deal with some challenging situations where people can be in their shadow. So, but you need to connect this with you. But you pull the be in service card a lot, and you've got show your support and be in service. And even first quarter moon in Scorpio this week is connected as well. Your commitment is being tested to something or someone. You're going to know what the relevance is of that, Gemini. Catch your breath. Yeah, I don't know what's going to be happening, but pause and catch your breath. Like, don't react in a situation. Okay, don't let a situation or a person trigger you. Take a breath, pause. Fresh approach. There could be a different way of communicating, or a fresh approach. Now also, even with Mercury retrograde and Leo, there can be challenges around communication and power struggles. So I really feel like the astrology might be impacting you in this way. But definitely you not reacting in a situation and thinking about a fresh approach will make a difference. In the split is love matters. Some of you, this could be in a relationship of some kind, platonic or romantic. But love matters. Now, that can just be having compassion for a person or a situation and responding from a place of compassion and love. Bottom of the deck, we've got self-love. So tell me in the comments, Gemini, have you recently picked up your game in this area? Have you learnt to exercise clearer boundaries around yourself, to appreciate yourself more, to take care of yourself more, to create space and room for self-love? Has that been a lesson in your human experience, like around learning your value? But either way, you have got a strong theme around needing to show yourself love at this time. All right, Gemini. 2 more. 1 more. Okay, you have a flipper, and the flipper says action. Action and insight at the bottom of the deck. And I did see clear endeavor, and I saw fresh approach, insight. So I don't know if you're realizing or seeing that a situation might require a different approach, but like you're taking action here. That is the card that's coming out, action-oriented energy after a point of reflection or gaining insight. So pause and insight. It feels like there's a period of having to stop and reflect about what's the right way to deal with a situation or person. Nice card. You've got the welcome card. So there could be in the next couple of weeks, you could be welcoming someone into your life or into your home. There could be a visitor coming to your home. You could be in this energy of making them feel that welcome. You could be on the receiving end of someone's welcoming energy, but it's very positive, very loving, very warm. And once again, we've got insight at the bottom of the deck. So love matters and welcome. It is showing that that's what's required. Let's have a look here. The Devil, Four of Cups. The Devil energy connects to a shadow, and definitely for me, there's a situation that needs moderation or balance. Now, it could be your emotional landscape. Four of Cups can be someone who's feeling blah, meh. It can be down in the dumps. It can be bored, dissatisfied, unhappy. It can be not being open to opportunities. There could even be someone trying to connect with you and you're not open to that. And that could be you in your shadow. Just be careful as well. I'm getting lots of things coming through with this Devil energy. Just be careful that you really look at your vibration here, because you could be attracting energies in this state, Four of Cups, that might not be for your greatest and highest good. Devil energies, there could be toxic connections around you. They might look really tempting and luring, but they're not for your highest good. But I'm also really leaning to the fact that someone's emotional landscape is in this Devil energy, right? So there could be patterns around that at the moment. You know, because the lesson of the Four of Cups is the universe is giving them the Ace of Cups, whether that's through a friend, a lover, an experience that could bring them a lot of happiness, but they're closed off, or they're not even aware of it or noticing it because they're in their Devil energy. Does that make sense? Now, this could be someone around you who's in this energy. If so, the person would like not be themselves. They might be closed off. They might not be open to your love. Like if you're in a relationship, they might be closed off at the moment. You might even feel rejected, because it can feel like unrequited love, Four of Cups. Let's pull the first three cards. Love matters. So just be careful you keep your heart open to love, to relationships, because someone I feel is trying to connect with you, Gemini. One more, please. Bottom of the deck, the Hangman, the pause card. I do like it. Either you're in this, or the universe is saying you need to look at something or someone from a different perspective. The Hangman is about, a different perspective. This person's literally hanging upside down to see something differently, to gain enlightenment. Very spiritual card. You might be doing a bit of a spiritual deep dive on something at the moment, but this is a paused energy. This is someone not taking action. I feel that has been the case. You've not been in that action, and now perhaps you're ready to take action. Piscean energy with the Hangman. Four of Wands, beautiful. Now that's the 1111 card is your first card out. Very nice. I definitely see a strong foundation in your life, because in this split we've got the Four of Pentacles, 2 4s. Let's keep going, Gemini. See a stable relationship, a stable home. Page of Cups. Now I've got the Hangman and the Death and Rebirth card. Scorpio and Pisces energy at the bottom of the deck. I really feel like someone's been holding back and reflecting on a situation, and I feel like the transformation that's going to be taking place, or the action, is something coming from the heart. Page of Cups is an expression of emotion, of feeling, of sentiment. It can be a conversation. It can be a gesture. It can be a text. It's heart-based. Gemini. It could be an invitation to a party or an event as well. So make sure you're open to those. And then we've got the World. Very expansive card, the World. It's major arcana. And it really does link to coming to the conclusion of something, being ready for some sort of new beginning in your life. There are themes with the World around travel. There are themes around expansion. We'll see if we get any aces, but this talks about you reaching the end of the road of a situation. But there's a sense of accomplishment. The World is a sense of accomplishment. Like I've successfully completed this. Let's get the next three. Two of Swords was in the split with the Hangman. So there's definitely been a period of feeling stuck. Two of Swords is also a stuck energy, unable or unable to decide or to act, feeling like you maybe lack the clarity. Definitely a procrastination energy coming through for a period. So I'm not sure why you felt that you couldn't act. Now, I could be talking about someone connected to you, Gemini, who's been holding back from initiating towards you. Bottom of the deck, we've got Six of Wands. Let's pull the next three cards. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Let's get the heartbeat of Gemini's reading today. Nine of Wands. Now, there is an ace here in the split, Ace of Pentacles. I feel like you're between worlds right now. Gemini. Nine of Cups, two nines. We're in a 9-year as well in numerology. 9 cycle, like I feel like you're wrapping up a cycle here. So Nine of Wands in the heart of the reading is the wounded warrior, someone who's exhausted. They've really been striving for something, and they're about to finish or accomplish something. So it's like approaching the end of a difficult cycle or chapter. So this could be connected to business, work, study, life in general. But the Nine of Cups is like pushing through to the finish line and then experiencing the happiness that comes with the completion. Nine of Cups is a heart overflowing with joy and happiness. Some sort of experience that like literally has you in that exhilaration and joy. But there's been a struggle. A lot of you are attracting a new career opportunity, or you're shining brightly and attracting opportunities. Six of Wands is someone who gets noticed. They turn heads because they're confident. They're good at what they do. They're radiating, right? Like success leaves clues is what I just heard. Like this person, there is demonstrable, is that a word? Like you can see the fruit of their achievements and everyone else can see them too. I feel it's attracting an opportunity, like a golden opportunity. Ace of Pentacles is that. So someone's talent is getting them noticed and attracting opportunity. This person could be in the spotlight. I could be describing you, Gemini. So, yeah, I feel like you work really hard. The Nine of Wands shows that you strive really hard, you push really hard, you overcome anything that gets in your way. Okay, what's that? Five of Wands, struggle, adversity, competition. Nine of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. Let's get the last two for you, Gemini. Ace of Cups. With the Page of Swords. Now, Page of Swords can be the watcher or the stalker of tarot, keeping tabs on someone. Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, it could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn that's significant, but doesn't have to be. You know, Page of Swords can be researching, analyzing, investigating, connected to the Ace of Cups. New beginnings. So 1212 is showing up in the readings here today. Really good. Page of Cups and Ace of Cups. If you're single as a Pringle, Gemini, really good omen for potentially meeting someone. Gemini, the moon. It's connected to the emotional landscape, Four of Cups. So, Gemini, either you or someone connected to you, they could be deep in their emotions. Like it's the hidden depths of someone's emotions is this Four of Cups. Like being bored or unhappy. I don't know what area of life, if this is in work or relationships. But yeah, certainly the moon, Piscean energy can connect to our emotional landscape, the unseen depths, okay? But also, the moon is really good in terms of intuition. And when it's next to the Ace of Cups, definitely a time, even though you might feel uncertain about your future right now, Ace of Cups does show a positive experience, a new cycle of your life that promises a lot of healing, joy, and happiness. And for some, if you're single, love. So the biggest theme, Gemini, 12-12 is like there is some sort of new beginning on the horizon. The world is you're closing out a cycle. I feel like you're coming into the energy of healing and happiness. There could be meeting another person. Page of Cups can be, if you're single, meeting someone. It could be someone inviting you out, asking you out, expressing their emotions or feelings that have been hidden with the moon. I do feel like there's some challenges and obstacles though. Nine of Wands and Five of Pentacles does show like you're reaching for something. And it seems like the impossible dream. And I'm going very much with my intuition here. There is a feeling of having to strive or ascend the mountain or overcome the competition in order to reach the destination. So you'll know how that pertains. But this looks incredible for something happening that fills your cup. In fact, your cup is overflowing. Now, if you're single, and I feel a lot of you are, nines can be a very solitary number. You might be seeing 999 a lot as well here. You've got 3 9s showing up in the reading. Give me 1 second, Gemini. This is important. Hang on 1 second. 999. Obviously, it's new. It's cycles closing out. I just want to read it to you because I think it's more important. Seeing 999 as an angel number is a powerful and deeply symbolic. It's about completions and closure, world card, and the 9 of Wands, 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. So it's about endings, wisdom, and spiritual enlightenment, Hanged Man. It talks to making space for new, 12-12. So there's something about new beginnings. So I really feel like that's what's going on here for you. I feel like you're on the brink of the next cycle. Love matters, by the way. Ace of Cups. If you've been rejecting love, Four of Cups, not open to friendships, relationships, the universe wants you to open up to love. Love matters in all forms, platonic or romantic. And I just feel like this is an exciting time. This feels bigger than this week, Gemini. This feels that this year is a big shift for you. You're clearing out the old, like closing the door on that chapter, opening up to the next chapter that promises a lot of healing. And by the way, looks really good in terms of abundance and prosperity. So that's where I'm going to leave it. I hope you enjoyed the reading. God bless, love and light.